That is honestly the best cover I've ever... Fucking stop making covers. You never need to make another cover. That's all you need. Put that on everything. Hey YouTube, we're back with World 1-13.
Yep.
Another video down.
Couple more to go to our finale, so
we're getting pretty close to that finale, so keep an eye out for that. We got something pretty big planned for the finale.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty happy with
what
we're
guys
going to do.
like them.
I think so too.
Yeah. Especially, might even close to like our Halloween episode, which we just discussed.
Yeah, we've got a plan for our Halloween episode. So.
I really like it, and I think it'll work out well. So.
I think so too. It's just going to take a little bit of work. That's about it. But yeah, again, you know, we're pretty much just going to fly through this. We have a lot of things we got to get through.
A lot in this one episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Do you want to take the reins, or do you want me to?
Yeah, let's start off here. Cool. So I went out to Winnipeg Beach near my girlfriend's cabin a few weeks ago. I just went out during the August long weekend, checked out a couple of the garage sales that were going on at that time. So I didn't find much, but I was lucky to find a couple things here. Now I actually picked up this big lot of games. There's 4 games right here for $10. First 2 I'm going to put off here. The first one, I mean, I don't really have much to say about it. Pokemon Channel on GameCube.
Cheap games.
Appears to be mini games or whatever. So
yeah, nothing crazy.
That's that game. Next one here. I played this original Xbox. Used to love the shit out of this, although my buddy kept kicking my ass in multiplayer. I don't think I ever killed him once playing that damn multiplayer.
Now's your time to practice and get back at him.
Damn right. Nick, I'm coming after you, dude. Okay, so there'll be Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. So again, really awesome game on the GameCube. Really like the multiplayer. Again, I'm very curious to see if the GameCube will be the same way. Next 2 here, I was actually very excited about. The first game here, this did not get a lot of praise when it came out. They hyped it up a lot.
It did get a lot of hype.
But yeah, I really enjoy it. Brutal Legend on 360.
I've never played it. Never even heard anything about it. Really, like nobody. I've never heard somebody say I like it. I dislike it. I've never really heard it.
It's just kind of like an average beat 'em up. You know, you play Jack Black. Let's just put it out there. It's Jack Black.
He's Jack Black.
So Brutal Legend, honestly, really decent game. I recommend anyone giving that a try. And then this next game here, you really recommend.
Oh, this. I recommend this quite a bit. It is a lot of fun. It's a little difficult at times, but it's a nice open world, and the title really does explain what this game is.
It really does things look very different from, I guess, conventional games, especially from Rockstar, the guys who put this out.
Yeah.
So that'll be LA Noire on Xbox 360.
Really good game.
Yeah, so again, really excited to have it. I never played it when it came out, always heard good things about it, and yeah, obviously you recommend it. So.
I really do. Yeah, it's I bought it on launch, and it was a lot of fun. So
yeah, so definitely very happy with that one.
Okay, so my pickups, I got a nice big stack here. I'm going to rifle through as fast as possible because it's a lot of newer stuff, which isn't a bad thing. It's just...
And some of them maybe you haven't played, so not a lot really to say about them just yet. So.
Yeah, exactly. This one still hasn't even been opened, but I did want to get it because it was $10. Target was having a sale. Metal Gear Rising. Decent game, from what I hear. Short, but good. Next was another $10 Target purchase.
Now this is more getting it off the list, I would say.
Because I am kind of going for complete, but Angry Birds, Star Wars, it's
Angry
just
Birds.
to have it. Actually, played it for a little bit. It's kind of fun to fiddle around for a couple minutes. And then, you know, it's something that's very casual. One that isn't so casual, but lots of fun. Is Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends. Good game.
And pretty much any Dynasty Warriors, it's all the same. Just go around, kill tons of enemies around you.
I've never played Dynasty Warriors until this.
It's
my first time playing Dynasty Warriors, actually. And I got it because Hyrule Warriors is coming out at the end of the month. So
getting ready for that.
Basically getting ready for that. Next is a remake of 2 games. One's a little bit more recent, which is kind of funny. They've already gotten a remake on it.
Kidding.
And one that's a little older. But that's Metro Redo. Good series. I can't recommend it enough. Really good. Next, another PS4 game, Diablo 3 with Reaper of Souls. Good game. I like Diablo 3, so it's not my favorite game. It's just pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
Next remake. I didn't know how they could upscale this any more than what it already was, because it was amazing on the...
but apparently they did it, because it looks amazing.
It really does, and that would be The Last of Us. Really cool. Awesome game.
I've never played this. I hear amazing things about it. It's one of those games that really makes me want to go buy either PS3 or even PS4. Just I hear fucking amazing things about it.
It truly is amazing. It's an awesome game. If there's any game to get you to buy one, this would be the one. Next, Wii U. Always willing to bulk up the Wii U collection because I love my Wii U.
Yeah, it's a really good system.
Go buy a Wii U, people.
Yeah.
It is damn good.
Don't listen to people who crap on it saying, oh, it's a Nintendo kiddie system. Those people don't own Wii U's.
Never played.
No. Any person who owns one has nothing but good things to say about it.
Yeah, I've never heard about it.
So take it from two guys who actually own the system.
So these are the games that I picked up from for my Wii U. One's still sealed. It was another $10 lot, but that is Batman Origins.
Arkham Origins.
Arkham Oranges.
Yep.
Oranges.
Arkham Oranges.
Arkham Orange. It's an
Just
Arkham
crazy deformed oranges that infect you with like Joker venom.
Delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arkham Origins. I can't do it. I just can't.
There you go.
I'm out. See ya. Yeah. Next, I really wanted this one. I didn't pay $10. I paid $25. I think.
Still an amazing deal.
Yeah, it was super good.
I got this with the an extra Mario Kart 8 code I got before the deal went over. Awesome game. Super happy.
Yeah, it is lots of fun actually, and
Tons
that's
of fun.
Pikmin 3.
Yep.
Good game. Don't have anything bad to say about
No,
it. I haven't played a lot yet, but
Steph's played it more.
Steph's played more than I have. Yeah.
It's super. I played a couple hours of it. It's really fun.
Yeah, I recommend it to anybody.
Okay, great. So now we got a couple more of my pickups here. Now on that same August long weekend, I was able to find a couple more things randomly. This one I actually found on the way back into the city. Haven't played this game, but I've actually heard awesome things about it. I really love the John Carpenter movie, so I'm really happy to be adding The Thing on original Xbox in my collection here. So if anyone doesn't know about this, it's actually the continuation of the movie story.
Which is super cool, because The Thing movie is a great movie.
One of the best ones, one of the most underrated movies.
Underrated for sure.
I actually think a lot of people hated on that when it first came out.
It took a while for
But I mean, the visual effects are amazing with what they do in that movie.
Yeah.
When the Thing actually starts taking in the dogs and all that, oh my, it's amazing. It's a spectacle.
It really is. It's a great movie, and I've never played the game, so I'm even interested to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually going to be playing this very shortly. I'm actually going to do a watch of the movie and then get into the...
It's a good idea.
So, yeah,
Get yourself up to date.
Absolutely. So The Thing on Xbox. Very happy to have that.
So not quite as new as the last stuff I did, but still pretty cool.
And awesome games from what I'm seeing here. Yep.
So it's a greatest hits version of it, but whatever. I'm just happy to have it.
Greatest hits, Black Label. You need to own this game.
Yeah, this is a good game. Found it at Value Village, but Shadow of the Colossus. Control scheme's a little weird, but an awesome game.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously a game like that, how are you going to really design the controls properly?
And this was extremely ambitious for when it came out.
Yeah.
It was something that the people didn't expect out of a PS2 game. And I mean, the only thing as big as this of a game would be like the Grand Theft Auto series.
Yep.
And that had so many glitches in it. I don't think I've ever really come across a real glitch out of it.
I don't think so either. Just dealing with the monsters themselves. It's amazing. It's terrifying when you don't know what to do, trying to get on the thing.
This game truly embraces the word epic.
Yes.
Everything about it is very epic. Next is, for me, a surprise how expensive this game is. I just picked it up on a whim because I didn't really know much about it, and I saw it there and it was in good condition. But this is like a $50 game, $40 to $50 game apparently. And that is Gauntlet for the PS2. Apparently all the Gauntlets are super expensive.
Yeah, they're not very common. Later, obviously after the NES, even the Dreamcast and N64 versions, anything Gauntlet just kind of fades into obscurity a little bit.
It truly does.
Yeah.
And this one I would recommend to anybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome game, lots of fun. Okami for the PS2. You haven't played it, go play it. It's on Virtual Console.
There is a Wii version. I'm not sure it's on Virtual Console. Do you mean PSN?
PSN, yeah. PSN.
Oh, PSN Store. Okay.
Yeah,
well, there you go. It is on PSN Store. And then this other game, Amazing Adventures of the Forgotten Ruins by PopCap. Just so whatever, 25 cents.
Never even heard of it.
Never even heard of it. Now, these next two games here, this one I find very interesting. I doubt anyone's ever heard of this. It's super inspired by Ocarina of Time. You can tell that's what they were going for. But they did it very poorly.
I've never...
Don't
get me wrong, this sucks, but
very interesting. It felt super interesting to me. Just like you plugged it in, it looked like Zelda. It looked like Ocarina of Time. And that would be Kingsley's Adventure. Now again, very kiddie game. I don't think anyone's ever heard of it. It's not worth anything. It's just whatever, 25 cents. So I also picked up this with the same pickup at Kingsley Adventure. Again, 25 cents.
I've got nothing but good things to say about this game. I used to play it on the computer. It's a smooth, awesome running game. I'm sure it's good for the PlayStation.
Yeah,
also,
it was actually, I was very shocked at how well it ran on the system. And that would be Wipeout 3.
Very sweet game.
So yeah, so a little bit F-Zero-esque.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Presentation.
You know, it kind of reminds me, I don't know if you've heard of the game, but it's that rhythm music game where you can kind of like jump into, I can't remember the name of that, where it does your tracks.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It reminds me a lot of that, just in racing form.
A little bit, yeah. So I'm sure someone in the comments might actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember.
We're kind of idiots. Whatever.
We're stupid.
Yeah. And then this one, I'm super happy to found this. I got this for 50 cents. Now, I was kind of saying to you earlier, the character models in this game freak me out. They look scary.
They really do.
They're a bit terrifying.
And considering where like the basis of this game came from, like it's surprising.
It was really shocking to me, yeah. And that would be Dino Crisis on PlayStation.
Good game.
Super happy. I never played it. I always wanted to play it, so plugged it in. Super happy with how, obviously it's Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs.
See, I played the Resident Evil, loved it, and then I heard this was coming out and it was under the same engine. I had to get it.
Yeah.
I just had to try it. I loved it when I was a kid.
And it's super good. Honestly, liking the puzzles, the weapons.
Yeah.
Really good. Just character models freak me out.
So first, not the pickup of the week, but excuse me, princess. I got the Zelda Adventures of Link series
cartoon from the Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, from the Super Mario Super Show. I found it for 15 bucks at HMV.
Super awesome deal.
Yeah, I had to get it. It's part of the whole Zelda thing that I go for. So got that. Can mark that off the list now. So I'm pretty happy about that. My pickup of the week is, if you don't know what broadcast satellite is, or BS, out in Japan.
It's a Teleview.
It's a Teleview.
Yeah.
They basically broadcasted games. It was like DLC before real DLC.
A little bit, yeah. Kind of worked on like those old type of satellite systems I'm sure maybe your parents might have had back in the day.
Exactly. And they released several different Zelda games. One of them being BS Zelda.
Which is a remake of the first Legend of Zelda game.
Made on Super Nintendo graphics, which is super nice. Everything's been reworked in the game where they're in different places. There's a timed event in this so that if you're at the right place at the right time, you get things.
Random shit just happened. Yeah.
Super really cool version of the first one.
If you're unaware of anything about this, look up 16-bit Gems, Teleview, BS Zelda.
You will find out everything you need to know in that.
Rue will explain everything about that. So yeah,
very comprehensive.
If you're not sure about it, look up 16-bit Gems. So
yeah.
So now on to my final pick of the week.
Such a weird game.
Super weird game, and you know what? This is kind of another.
This is close to the end of the life of the Nintendo, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. And it's kind of. I actually sold this game. I had a complete box copy. I sold a very long time ago to a buddy of mine. So at least it's close by. I can still look at it if I get lonely. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So it's not a good game.
No, it's
a pricey game. It's not a good game.
It's one of those pricey games that don't translate well in gameplay.
No, it's not the worst ever. I mean,
it's a shmup. It's a shmup.
It is technically a shoot 'em up. Yeah, absolutely. And for me, Zombi Nation on NES. Nate,
$200 freaking game roughly.
Something like that. And thank you very much to Nate from the Thrift Dwellers. He hooked me up with this out of his personal collection. And, pretty much did what any of you guys do. If you're ever planning on selling a high-priced game, sell it to a friend. Make sure, get a decent amount for it, but don't charge a guy like full price. So.
No, you basically you give deals to people, things to come around back to you.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, definitely. If you ever have something that you want to get rid of that's expensive and a friend wants it, by all means.
And that's what Nate did. So again, thank you so much, Nate. This is proudly going to go into my collection. So again, thank you so much for that, dude. So yeah, that's the end of our episode today.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Pretty good haul that we made for this episode. So
my God, yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a long couple weeks.
It's been pricey. It's been a very expensive.
And with the ending of our season coming up, it's going to be nice to save some money for a little bit.
Nice little break.
Looking forward to doing that. Yeah. But before we go, we have a question. So Max.
Yeah. So we always like to ask our question. Get some dialogue started with you guys. So of course, it's a YouTube channel you're watching, guys. So we want to ask you guys, who was the first YouTube reviewer you got into? Now, I think this answer might be common amongst a lot of people, because obviously...
Who didn't get into him? Like, he kind of started, like...
And that, for me, personally, AVGN, James, James Rolfe, this dude really reinvigorated my love for this hobby. Like, before him, I just kind of was like, oh, yeah, I remember NES, I remember Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, like, Till I watched his
passionate about
videos,
it.
I was like, oh my god, I need
gives,
to own this again.
He gives a negative passion towards it, but passion is passion. It
Yeah.
still translates to other people.
And I think a lot of people have started YouTube channels as a result of him, or at least gotten into YouTube reviewers because of him. He really is kind of like baby's first YouTube reviewer, a little bit.
Yeah, he's your first step.
Yeah, absolutely. So
he's like pot before the crack.
So that's such a great analogy. James, you're our weed for our life.
Myself, yes, he was probably the first one I really watched was him, but I didn't really get heavily into him.
Yeah.
What happened is I got introduced to the first YouTuber that I wanted to see everything from because of him, and that would be Pat the NES Punk. Pat Contry is by far one of my favorite YouTubers.
One of the most knowledgeable, greatest collectors out there.
And he doesn't really show it in his videos, his knowledge. Like, he's just joking around, having a good time.
Being a goof.
Yeah, if you watch his podcast, on the other hand, you can see just how knowledgeable this guy is. He really knows his stuff. And I'm really happy to have been able to follow him for the past 3 years on a weekly basis on the stuff that he's releasing, as opposed to having to catch up on it. I only had to catch up on about 2 years worth of stuff.
And I think he was maybe my second or third reviewer I maybe got into, again, very early into his stuff. Yeah, absolutely love Pat. So James and Pat, for us,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it.
You definitely inspired us to do our stuff.
Definitely.
Sweet.
So,
but yeah, that was World 1-13. Holy crap, 1-13. It's been a slice, but I think we need to get out of here. So this is Ed.
This is Max.
Saying never put those controllers down.
And I mean, 25 cents I paid for this, whatever.
I paid 25 cents for the cover.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck that. Look at how awesome that is. That dude is straight up piercing you with his eyes.
He's eye raping you.
That's it. I'm getting eye raped right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So awesome.